What's going on? Welcome to Thumb Tacos. Today I got 5 tips that can get your stream growing, and it has nothing to do with you being live. That's right. 5 tips, and you're not live when you're doing these. These are all things that you do before or after you're streaming to grow your channel when you're not even live, because honestly, that's probably more important than when you are live. I'll explain in a bit. As I always want to thank you guys for stopping by. If you've seen some of my other videos or if you watch these videos on YouTube all the time, we're all kind of looking for new ideas, new ways to grow, different things to get a reaction out of the viewers that come to our page and watch us stream. This can be incredibly difficult. It can be very hard to find growth, even on Facebook, even with an algorithm. But if you know how to manage things 24/7, you can always keep the oven going. Engine? Probably should say engine. You can always keep the engine going and grow your channel. Before I waste any more time, let's get into the 5 tips I have for you today. Tip number 1, learn to master another social media. See, Facebook should be looked at as your long term. You're going to go live, you're going to make a live video, and it's going to be on the platform for a while. That's long form content. But what you should be thinking about is some other short-term content that you could be making, such on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I have a very close friend streamer, Saberoth Gaming. I'm going to tag a link in the description if you want to check this out for his TikTok and his live. He recently jumped from Facebook and he's over onto Twitch. And if you know anything about Twitch, they don't have an algorithm. And he's aware of this. So he started pounding out TikTok videos. And he had one video pop. One video popped. Bunch of new followers, bunch of new viewers, just like that. Just from doing some content that he was trying to create on the go, on the fly, to better the growth for his stream. Now, here's the kicker. Before you go check this out, I want you guys to understand this. He didn't make content that was directly related to his stream. It wasn't clips of him streaming. It wasn't clips of him live or anything like that. It was barely even gameplay. It was the essence of his stream. It was very close to his personality, but it wasn't just game clips. See, everybody is posting game clips on TikTok and on Instagram and all this stuff. Nobody cares. There's 1,000 upon 1,000 streamers doing the same thing. Here's a Warzone player shooting this. Here's a thing doing this. Over and over and over. It's always the same kind of content. What Saberoth Gaming did was he created little moments to make the connection between dad gamers. That was the basis of his content, making content that was, hey, I'm a dad gamer here. I thought this was kind of funny. His video went viral and it touched home and it made a connection with people. See, that's the thing. If you can make a connection with people, you can really bring them into your live. Now, my TikTok is garbage. It's trash. But I do my videos on YouTube for the same reason. So if people want help on streaming, I can directly help them. You guys can come visit me anytime. But that's part of the reason why this YouTube channel exists. It's to help new streamers out. But the side effect of it is I get viewers from YouTube into my stream. It's another form of media that brings people into our streams without being directly, hey, this is my live, hey, this is my live, hey, this is my live. So stop pushing your lives on these other social medias and start figuring out how you can bring your own personalities to them so you can really stand out amongst all the other streamers that are sharing just their game content. It's not too difficult to figure this out, and you can have a lot of fun with it. You can get creative. I hope I can figure out TikTok and do a little bit more damage on it, but otherwise YouTube Shorts and Reels on Facebook are kind of like the same kind of idea. But don't overlook Instagram, and if somebody ever figures out Twitter, let me know in the comments below. I don't understand Twitter. I tweet all the time to the wall. But anyway, those are really powerful tools to grow your channel. Tip number 2, use a Facebook group to grow your channel. Now, this is the kicker. When you are done streaming, if you have a Facebook group that is tied to your stream, you can invite people to that group. And then you can also invite people that interacted with your stream afterwards as well. So they'll get the invite. They'll be like, hey, check out the group for X streamer or whatever your name is. And you can build a group on Facebook. Here's the kicker. Be the only person in charge of that group. And let people post there, but check everything that they post. And try to make it a community of people that you want to be at your stream. This is a very tricky thing to do. The mistake that a lot of new streamers do is they set up a group and they allow the public to post whatever they want. And eventually that's going to turn into a streamer hub where it's a follow for follow mess, where it's 50 streamers posting their live every time they go live. Nobody wants to be in a group that has a bunch of live posts. Nobody watches live posts when they're not live anymore, for the most part. And when you have a group that is full of that, there's no actual content value there. So just like the tip number 1, building something unique there, you can do this with a Facebook group too. And it is very powerful. It works for mine. It can work for yours. You just have to take the time to build it up, give it time to grow, and then start making content for that group that makes sense with how you want people to relate to your stream. Okay, let's get into tip number 3. This may seem like an obvious one, but it's very important, and I went through a bit of a challenge within myself in the last week and a half. I started noticing that like my energy on stream was low. I wasn't doing the things I usually do. I was falling down, kind of falling into a dark hole. And if you stream, you know what I'm talking about. You start getting burnout. It is a real problem, and if you don't know how to handle it, it can be an issue. It has destroyed more streamers than I can count, and I've seen it within friend streamers of my own. It's a bad thing if you don't know how to handle the burnout. But one thing you can combat against it is take some freaking time to work out a little bit, eat better, get your sleep. If anything, sleep is probably more important than those other two. Get sleep, be well rested, be prepped, be ready, relaxed. Take a little bit of extra time to eat, make a few better choices in eating. When I was in my darker hole of streaming, I was eating like crap. I was getting next to no sleep, working a bunch of overtime, and I was miserable. All I had to do was get a little more sleep and start making some better choices. And a week and a half later, I feel 10 times better than I did the other week. And this was more recent. This is something I just went through. This really does help. I don't know how to, I'm not a dietitian. I don't know how to tell you guys like what to do with your lives and your body, but it does really help to take care of those aspects. So at least get enough sleep. All right, tip number 4. Participate in other people's streaming communities, but don't go in there telling everybody that you're a streamer. Find a streamer you like that you have never talked to before. Watch them for a while. Say hello. React to something funny in their stream. Throw them some stars, throw them some bits. It doesn't matter. Participate in their community. Talk to their other members of those communities. See, this is a networking basic tool that most streamers don't get. If you are out to network to grab the viewers from their stream, you will fail. If you're out there to build relationships with other streamers, then you might have a little bit of a circle effect where you have shared viewers and you both help each other out, or multiple streamers helping each other out. This is a good thing. Just snagging people, somebody will call you out for it, and eventually it'll destroy your name in streaming. Network with other communities, but don't start off by blasting, self-promoting. I can't tell you enough, the less you self-promote, the better you can do as a streamer. So get out there, watch streamers on other platforms, learn other platforms so you can start seeing the differences. I've used Twitch techniques on Facebook that have worked. I've used Facebook techniques on Twitch that have worked. These things are more interconnected than we give them credit for. And if you take a little bit of time to notice these connections, you can really bring some unique elements to your stream. All right, tip number 5, drum roll please. I don't have a drum. Tip number 5 is kind of similar to the whole eating better and everything else. Get outside and do something. Get off your ass, go out and enjoy life a little bit. Hang out with some friends that you haven't seen in a while. If you, I know I can call out a few streamers, and if you are listening right now and this relates to you, let us know in the comments. But you start losing a bit of your social life when you stream, right? I know I'm not alone on that. It takes a lot of mental strain to run a stream, especially if you are dedicated to a schedule and you're taking this seriously. I guarantee you some of you have lost some social circles. Try to get those back. Reach out to your friends. Those life experiences outside of our basements or rooms where we stream are going to bring more inspiration and better times in live streaming, just because you'll have something to say. Hey, this happened today. Oh my God, I went and noticed this. It's not just the dry game talk. You can start bringing life into it a bit. You can start introducing members that are friends of yours into your stream and everything else. Get outside, do something. It's okay to take a day or two off of streaming per week to find something else to find inspiration from. This really helps me out a lot, especially when I get into these holes. If I go out and fish, or if I reach out to some friends and play games when I'm not actually streaming, those kinds of things. Reach out, get out, do something. Look, guys, if you really enjoyed the content, I appreciate if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. That way you can keep up with my weekly content, making us all better streamers. These videos come from my own experiences, as you know, and if you've seen my videos before, they just reflect what I go through as I stream. This is kind of like a vlogging tips video thing. So some tips come up and repeat, and a lot of times I get new perspectives on those tips, and I'm trying to get better as a content creator. If you guys want to help me become better at a content creator, get your questions down in the comments so I can go through those, and I can start doing a viewers comments video where we go through your questions and I answer them to the best of my ability for future content on this channel. As always, thank you guys and take care.